Hello and welcome to Joke of the Oak, our Disney gig in collaboration with the Disney Society. Thank you. Today we've got a very good show for you. We're going to be doing some stand-up and we've got some improv. My job is to, we call that compound, effectively just the chaperone for the acts, to bring them on stage. But my job is basically I'm just going to warm you guys up to prepare yourself for the acts. So, first thing I want you to do is I want you to do some call and response. The first thing I want you to shout out is your name on 3. If you don't know your name, say my name. It's Jake, as mentioned before. 3, 2, 1. Jake! Thank you. Now, on 3, I'd like to say your favourite Disney princess. 3, 2, 1. I had a couple of Jakes there. And lastly, on 3, I'd like you to say your favourite Disney song. 3, 2, 1. Jake! Jake isn't a Disney song.
It should be.
Not yet, at least. Right. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to get someone to clap for me. And not yet. We're getting ahead of ourselves. You, sir, would you like to be my designated clapper? You looked at me begrudgingly, so I'm going to go with yes. Right, so you're going to start clapping, then everyone is going to start clapping with him. What is your name? Sorry, I probably should. What? John. Okay. Once John starts clapping, everyone clap with him. Thank you. Thank you. Please welcome to stage my first act, Cesar.
Hello, my name is Cesar. I'm 20 years old. I'm still waiting for a Spanish Disney character because I'm Spanish. So before I do my stand-up, I need to do something, okay? It has nothing to do with my stand-up. I'm sorry, guys, but let me explain this to you. I was with the Comedy Society the other day, and we were telling the ideas for this show. And I was saying the ideas for my stand-up, and suddenly someone interrupted me and said, like, hey, you know what? You should do a Puss in Boots impression. But that has nothing to do with my stand-up. Yeah, but you're Spanish. People will love it. Puss in Boots is not even Disney. You know, but you're Spanish. So I started to have this argument with the Comedy Society, so they gave me 2 options. Either or I do a Puss in Boots impression, or they will turn me into a Disney princess. Because they will kill my parents. So, Puss in Boots, everybody. Ask for mercy to Puss in Boots. Meow. No? Alright, I saved my family. Good enough. Stand-up time! So there are 2 things that I don't understand in Disney movies. First of all, the laws. Laws are extremely generous with criminals in Disney kingdoms. And you say like, no, but the criminal, the bad guy is always punished at the end. No, I'm not talking about the bad guys, I'm talking about the good guys. Because they grew as a person, no matter what kind of crime the main character has done, he's always forgiven at the end. For example, Eugene or Flynn, the guy from Tango, however you want to call him. He steals the crown, and then by the end of the movie, their parents are like, you stole my crown, but you grew as a person, you're fine, please buy my daughter. No, that's not how it works. I mean, it's just like I go to Spar, I steal a banana, I stab a cashier, then I go home and say like, I grew up as a person. I came back, and the police officers are like, you did wrong. But you returned the banana, that's nice, thank you. So, off you go. Oh, and please, fuck my daughter. Another example of this is Frozen. In Frozen, we have Elsa. Elsa injures multiple guards, almost frozen her sister to death, and frozen her kingdom, which is probably equal to destruction of her whole kingdom because it was the middle of the summer. And by the end of the movie, Christophe, what he said? You shall be queen? Thank you. Can I bang your daughter? I don't have a daughter. Your sister? Cool, man! But the example that I hate the most is Aladdin. At the beginning of Aladdin, we see like Aladdin being chased by guards, and they want to cut his hands off. But what do we see at the end of the movie? The Sultan. I forgive you. Please bang my daughter. No, that's not how it works, guys. If this was real life, this is how it would be. Sure, you can bang my daughter, but we're still going to cut your hands. But you are the Sultan, can't you do anything? Look, Aladdin, can I call you out? Ow. Here in this country, we have something called separation of powers. I have no control over the judgment. You see, your hands might be cut off, but my hands are tied here. No. So yeah, he will end with no hands. And because I'm weird and strange and special, I can only think of, how Jasmine's and Aladdin's sexual life will be. Hi, Aladdin. Is the genie awake? Because I want to ask for a wish. Finger me. No, Aladdin, no, please, no. I know you don't have hands. No, please don't cry. No, not again. No. Wait, what? Don't bring my father in all this. Well, I told you there's something called separation of powers. Well, it's not my fault that you cannot read. What? Well, if someone cares so much about your wife, maybe you should have asked your magical friend to give you a new pair of hands. But no, you have to ask about like 3 dear friends because, hey, Robbie Williams is so cool. I'm a what? You know what? You go yourself, go to your magic carpet and jerk off yourself. Oh no, it's true, you don't have hands, so good luck with that. The second thing that pisses me off about Disney movies is the animal companions. These animals are too clever. They will have interesting debates with Albert Einstein. I mean, you know which animals I'm talking about? The cricket in Mulan, the mouses in Cinderella, in Pocahontas is the raccoon, in Snow White is basically every animal in the forest. But there are 2 animals that stand out of the crowd. The first one is the falcon from Saint-Yu. You know, Mulan, Saint-Yu's falcon? That animal is intelligent as fuck. It's amazing. Saint-Yu is like, Falcon, bring me that sword. Falcon, spy the enemy. Falcon, kill those guards. Falcon, call mom. It doesn't work that way. But the worst, there's this point where I'm sure that they had like this conversation and it's Saint-Yu saying like to the Falcon, hey, Falcon, come here, buddy. You see those mountains? Well, you can't see the peak because it's very high, but the weather is cold, no Falcon could survive there, but I need you to go there. You'll be fine. Find a village and bring me an evidence that the Imperial Army is there. Don't bring me a sword, that would be too suspicious. So bring me a doll, a girl's doll with the hair of a horse. Could you do that? Easy! But the most clever animal, without a doubt, the Albert Einstein of these animals will be, you know who, Maximus from Tango. He's so clever! He can track, he can disguise, he can sword fighting. It's amazing! And by the end of the movie, what is he? The captain of the Royal Army. How bonkers is that? He's commanding humans! Guys, humans! So yeah, because I'm special, I'm weird, I can only think Tango 2, the sequel. 40 days after the fall. Rapunzel's diary. This is not how I thought my life would have ended. I always imagined myself next to Eugene in my palace, brushing my long golden hair. And here I am, alone in this horrible tower again. But worst of all, brunette. Everything happened so quickly. Maximus gained the army and took over. He attacked the palace and executed my parents. Not that I really care because I spent my life in this tower, so I barely knew them. But hey, they were about to pay my tuition fee, so that was nice. But Eugene and I, we were not going to put up with that. No, so we gained an army and we started the rebellion. He was hopeless. He's too intelligent, too clever. His military strategy was perfect. They captured him, and he was executed. No, I mean, he was a criminal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I miss him. I thought it was the safest place in the universe. No one will find me here. But they have. They have today. I can hear the horses outside. The army of death is here. But they will not take me. Not alive. If you find this, if you read this, burn all the apples in the kingdom. Maximus is addicted to them. He will suffer a nervous attack and die. You're my only hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, a clarification, that is a canon joke now, because Disney owns everything. Well, we're getting inside. Goodbye. No, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. It's Tangled too, he doesn't have long hair. Oh, we canon joke, guys. So, what will actually happen is he will take her fry pan and... That went down pretty quickly. So, I didn't know how to finish this stand-up, but the thing is that I wasn't going to have one set tonight, I was going to have two sets. One was going to be this stand-up, and the other one was going to be a song. So the thing is that I came to the Comedy Society and I said like, hey guys, I have two sets. And they respond, no, Cesar, you have one set. No, guys, really, I have two sets. No, you have one set. Princess Cesar. So yeah, with no connection at all, I'm going to sing a song. With a ukulele.
It's Mike's done.
Isn't he the nicest? So, okay, first of all, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Sorry, I'm tall, man. We haven't practiced this, by the way. So this is a very important song for me. You know the song Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas? So when I was back in Spain, my home country, I used to belong to this drama company, and every time we were about to perform, the girls of the company will gather, and the minute before we were about to perform, they will sing Colors of the Wind. That's why I'm singing Let It Go tonight. Because now I fucking hate Colors of the Wind. It's like, one, I'm trying to memorize my lines for Act 3, shut up! So yeah, and you said like, oh, so it's going to have a relationship with this company? No, it was a stand-up gig about Disney, and I want to say shit about this guy, so yeah. The song is Let It Go, and it has to do with the weather in this country. Here we go. The rain falls on Great Britain tonight, not a Spaniard to see. A kingdom of isolation, and Elizabeth is the queen. The wind was all... the wind is howling because there's a storm outside. I can't leave my flat, heaven knows I try. Go far away, just leave Madrid. Go to England and get a good degree. It's just every rain, it's not that bad. Well, fuck you, Dad. I'll go home. I'll go home. Can't stand this shit anymore. I'll go home. I'll go home, this country's way to go. I don't care what they're going to say. I am back to Spain. The cold always bothered me anyway. It's funny how England makes everything seem dark. Barcelona, Ibiza, who the hell knows? No snow, no rain for me. To the beach. I go home. I am home. I'm one with the sea and sun. I am home. I am home. I'm never going back. I don't care what you're going to say. It is time to move on. Yeah, sorry, I can't play this part. The sun hits the great ocean and also the ground. My sexy skin is getting tanner all around. And I welcome the British with a baseball bat. I'm never going back. England is in the past. I am home. I am home. I can actually see the sun. I am home. It's time to have some fun. Finally, I see the light of day. Let the sun shine on. I wasn't learning anything anyway.
Goodbye, everybody. I'd just like to point out that he said the Comedy Society told him to do Puss in Boots. Not true. One road member. Just one. Not all of us. If you're of any sort of minority and you'd like to come join us, we're not going to make you play some sort of character. It's all good. General means on Fridays this week and then I'll say right, next we'll go to our next act, who's going to be Patrick Burton.
How are we doing tonight? We all okay? Yeah, of course we are, because you know it's here talking about Disney. We all love Disney. If you don't love Disney, you picked a really bad day to come to County Bar. No, I personally love Disney. You know, I love the films. I've got my Yoda socks on right now. You know, Kingdom Hearts and everything, you know. Thank you, yes, it's the appropriate response. But yeah, growing up though, you know, I'm maturing more. I start to think more about the films. You know, maybe the films aren't all there is to the story. You know, there's a lot more depth to it, really. So let's talk about Monsters Inc. We all know Monsters Inc., don't we? We've all seen Monsters Inc. Yeah, of course we have. We all know the basic premise. You know, the monsters scare the kids scream, screams turn into energy powers entire society. But what did they do before they had the children's screams? Because conceivably, most likely, there was a time where they didn't have the children's screams. Because they wouldn't have had the doors to go to the children, because they wouldn't have had the energy, because they didn't have the children's screams. So they needed the doors to get to the screams, so they needed the doors first, and they're not necessarily technologically advanced right at the start of their existence in order to make the doors, in order to get the energy. So what's up with that? I mean, like seriously, like, it's just weird, because I mean, like, the film purports it that its primary source of energy is extremely effective. So was there a monster equivalent of Thomas Edison just going about with a bunch of light bulbs and just screaming at them to see what happened? Did that just spread to the rest of Monster Society? Like, oh, excuse me, hold the door, please? Oh, thank you. Another thing which always confused me when I was younger was that the monsters were so terrified of the children, which confused me because they literally called themselves monsters. But then, you know, growing up again, like, you reflect on these things, and I've realized that to the monsters, children are just a physical embodiment of pure energy. Extremely dangerous, extremely volatile, please do not touch, you will die. Which makes you think about the wider geopolitical implications of this on the Monster Society. I mean, instead of nuclear weapons, they just kidnap toddlers and threaten to throw them at each other. That's pretty weird, isn't it? But you can't just think about what happens before the films, you have to think about what happens after the films, after Happily Ever After. I think a better example to talk about this would be The Little Mermaid, because it's really quite disturbing. And I don't just mean because a 16-year-old girl runs away, gets plastic surgery, and all they hang out with the boy she met for 4 minutes on a boat. No, I mean that Atlantica being the mermaid kingdom in the film, is eventually going to develop into a North Korea-esque rogue state that will eventually invade and successfully conquer the land, thus commanding the entire world. You're probably, you guys, I see, you're very confused, you're like, what about your boat? It's a bit weird, isn't it? You've been at those like cigars that Cat Bell has in Alice in Wonderland? You wave with the fairies? No, okay. At the end of the film, yeah, sure. Things are fine, things are okay. Things change. And not necessarily for the better. Because King Triton's alright, you know? He lets his daughter marry Prince Eric and everything like that. But that's really all the exposure we get to mermaid society. We don't know anything else about mermaid society because that Ariel doesn't like it and wants to leave. And that's presumably just because she wants to have sex with an actual penis. I mean, mermaid sex is very weird. It's just... And I mean, instead of a fishtail, they've then become a pufferfish for 9 months, and it's quite weird. Yes, it is. But yeah, I mean, King Triton's like perfectly fine with this. He's perfectly okay with all of this. But you know, the secrecy of that society makes us wonder: what if it's open to various extreme political parties? What if they could be taken over by very crazy people? A new monarch has to come in eventually. What if he's more aggressive? What if he's more assertive? What if he wants to expand his empire? It's a small world after all. And considering he would already own all the ocean, the only place to really expand to would be the land, i.e. where we live. It's a little bit concerning. But, I mean, even if all these things did happen, they would need a proper reason to invade the land, wouldn't they? They'd need a proper reason, you know? But they would have a proper reason. They have one right now. I've got one word for you. Pollution. Yeah, exactly. I mean, take a step, okay? If your friend came to your house and started literally dumping their trash everywhere, pouring drinks over the rug and the sofa, taking a literal shit on your front doorstep, you would understandably be pretty annoyed, be pretty angry, you'd be a bit pissed off, you'd want to do something about it, you want retribution, you want action. And they do too. But of course, by this point, human society has developed in a way that it will be able to defend itself. It's got advanced military hardware, it's got nuclear weapons. Okay, yeah, it's got Trident. Thank you. But who needs Trident when you've got an actual Trident which has immeasurable magical power and grants you command over all of the 7 seas and everything within them? That's what's going to win the war for them. They've got literal magic, okay? The mermaids aren't just bound to the land, to the water, sorry. They can't get on the land because King Triton could just give them legs. And even if it didn't want legs, we've seen Little Mermaid 2, underrated film by the way, that you can supersize animals. And I don't know about you, but a giant crab armoured personnel carrier does sound to me very, very disturbing. So yeah, Atlantic is going to take over the world. That's the live action Disney film that I want to see. Not like any of the other rubbish. Yeah, it's rubbish. It is. You know they're going to make a live action Winnie the Pooh movie? Yeah, that reaction exactly. That reaction right there is kind of like, I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know. A little bit of confusion, skepticism, maybe a bit of disgust. I felt exactly the same way not long ago. But then I reflected upon this, and I thought, actually, this is a really good opportunity for some real character development here. So let's face it, we need to talk about the characters in Winnie the Pooh. We need to talk about Eeyore's depression. Eeyore is extremely depressed. It's really concerning. He's completely unengaged with everything that goes on around him, completely unmotivated to get involved, apathetic towards himself, life in general, and those around him. The gang, on a weekly basis, destroy his house, and he's just there like, oh, I guess I'll just make another one. It's not a healthy attitude to have, is it? The only thing which makes him elicit any kind of emotional response is when he loses his tail. That's not like panic or stress, it just finally gives him something to do. But obviously it's not just Eeyore, you've got to talk about the other characters. Rabbit, extreme OCD. Piglet, extreme anxiety and confidence issues. Piglet is a member of your friendship group, doesn't have any endearing characteristics which endears him or her to the rest of the group. He's just kind of there, extremely shy. He just he just tags along because he wants to have friends, but he doesn't have the skills to get them. So basically me in secondary school. So yeah, Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear's in the early stages of dementia, really, because, like, think about it, he's extremely forgetful. He forgets to not wear clothes. He's a bear. He doesn't need to wear clothes. He's got a tuck, he doesn't need it. It's okay if he's naked. And then you got Owl as well. Owl, you know, no actual mental disorder there. He's just a bit of a dick. Okay. The gang always go to him for, like, his sagacious wisdom and his great advice. Okay, but he just chats mad shit all the time. And if you bullshit that often and to that degree, you're clearly doing it on purpose. So all he's really doing is manipulating a bunch of people with serious mental disorders, and that's not okay. People might also be wondering, ooh, is he going to talk about Rue? Is he going to talk about how Rue has daddy issues because Rue's dad isn't in the film or anything? Well, I say to you, why can't Kanga just be a strong, independent female figure who's able to raise a child by herself to a very successful degree, probably more successful than both of your parents did? Yeah! Wait, no, hold on. So a feminist message in a Disney property from before the 1990s. Okay, clearly I've misunderstood what was happening there. Yes, that's clearly wrong. That's clearly wrong. Although, getting real for a second, I didn't realise that Kanga and Roo made Kangaroo till I was 12 in year 8, and it literally changed my entire worldview. But that fact does make you think what they would even call Roo's dad if he wasn't Winnie the Pooh, like a kangaroo, kangaroos. A. Milne really shot himself in the foot with that one, didn't he? But now we're on the stop, we go to my favourite character, my personal favourite character, we go to Tigger. Tigger's a very interesting character. On the surface, you know, he's very hyperactive. Maybe you can assume that he's got ADHD, but no, it goes deeper. It goes deeper than that. It's got levels to this. Because Tigger is struggling with a very serious existential question. I think we're all familiar with the common adage, the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. He's the only Tigger! How do you deal with that? That's insane. That's crazy. When he dies, that's it. No more Tigger. That's it. To be fair, in the Tigger movie, we do get a bit of headway there. You know, Tigger realizes that his friends can be like his family, but that's still not okay because he's still the only Tigger. That's immense psychological damage that baggage that he's got going on there. This is a serious thing because one day he's going to die. There's going to be no meaning to it, no purpose, he'll be dead, and that'll be the end of the Tiggers, and eventually he'll just be forgotten, and dead, and forgotten, and no one else will be there, kind of like everyone, and me. Okay. How do you deal with that? Oh, well. What I suppose we could do is just do what Tigger does. And act really weird. Bounce about a bit. Steal people's property. And laugh. Do you want to come help build my house? I've got no one else. My friends are arseholes. That's it from me for my stand-up. Thank you very much.
Come join everyone. So, like the monsters described in Patrick's set, I also scream at my appliances to make them work, but that's just because of my anger issues. You know who doesn't have anger issues? My next act! What's that? It's me on my Segway. So please welcome to the stage, Jim Oakster!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now I've been thinking that university is kind of like a Disney movie. You don't have to accept that, but just for this bit, let's pretend it is. Because my whole set revolves around it. Hear me out. So, towards the end of the 80s, Disney changed tactic with what they wanted from their hero. things went from the search for true love to the search for identity. Heroes wanted to know who they were. They wanted to find themselves, that kind of thing. That's why Mulan wanted her reflection to show her who she truly was inside. Hercules wanted to find the place he truly belonged, and Jim from Treasure Planet wanted to... Okay, I don't really know what he wanted, but he did want to fly a pirate ship in space, so I can get on board with that. And that's kind of what university is like, minus the pirate ship. It's just one big mission to assert your identity and your individuality upon everyone else. And it's a great adventure, and you meet a lot of colourful characters along the way, and you have a love interest, only where in animated films, the love interests always start out hating each other and then fall in love. In real life, it's the other way around. And so, with that in mind, what I have done is created the soundtrack for the University Disney movie. Not the Monsters University Disney movie, that one already exists. I didn't give a name for this one. I don't know what it'd be called. Degrees. They just have one word now. So I haven't actually created the soundtrack. What I've done is taken songs you know and changed the lyrics and made you sad. So, first off, we'll get over the awkwardness of seeing a man standing alone on stage, singing to Disney songs, and then we can all have a fun old time. Okay. So, did I remember to turn it off mute, Jake? On the media player, there's a little volume button next to the green volume. I'll have a look. So, it is unmuted. Great. Unmuted and uncensored. Okay. So, first things first. It's the time before you're even at uni, when it's just this distant, far away place you've heard of from everybody else, and it sounds like a mystical land, like they have in Disney. Cute. I have often dreamed of a faraway place where I'll pay 9,000 for what I could get for free. I will read lots of books, or at least I'll take a look. And my parents keep saying that is where I'm meant to be. I could get a job, but I don't think I'm ready. Uni's just like school, but drinking is okay. I thought every load will make me grow. But it's what my father did, so I'll do it anyway. Then you get to you. After you've sung that great song, a montage is going on during that song, you understand these things. So then you get to you, and you get to your flat, and you meet your flatmates for the first time, and you don't know anybody, no one knows about the embarrassing things you did at school. It's a clean slate, and you just so desperately want them to be your friends. So you have to do the best you can to appeal to them. Now, bear with me, because the start of this song doesn't have music. And I'll just say that Candle from Beauty and the Beast is a talented singer. Okay, take it back. Be my friend, be my friend. Don't leave me alone again. Let's go drink and dance like buddies and stay out later than 10. I will sing, I will beg, I will clean until I'm dead. Got company? Be promiscuous, don't mind me, I'll just do your dishes. Take my milk, eat my bread. What goes inside the fridge is free to take, I guess. Sure, you can use my shampoo washing liquid, then you will be my friend. Be my friend, oh please! Be my friend. The thing about singing songs, I'm used to doing stand-up where I can go at my own pace. Singers don't get that luxury. If they miss it, they're screwed. And you saw that today. I've just been singing into a mirror all day. So I'm very tired. This is just my attempts to get you on my side for the potential many failures we'll have. But we'll have them together, and we'll grow as people. Okay, now what comes next? I remember what comes next. Okay, so when you come to university, as I already mentioned, you meet a lot of new people. And these new people, they don't know you. But they should know you, because, you're cool. You're an interesting person. You've done cool things, and you want them to know about that. So, cue the music, because this one has a long lead in. You need to tell everybody about what a cool person you are. How interesting. Killing time. Well, I went to Greece on my gap year, and there I swam in the sea. I would legalize pot if it were not for the fact that I'm not an MP. I used to be a vegetarian, but I couldn't stop eating beef. Do you like this shirt I'm wearing? I think the charity shop is boutique. Oh, OBD, I want to talk about me. Have you heard about me? I'm so great, you see. You'll want to be hanging out with me. Because I've got to tell you why I didn't like Iron Man 3. We all did it at the start of university. Had opinions we'd gotten off the internet that we thought were our own and told everyone about. We all did it. Oh, I did anyway. Maybe that was why I had to sit. Maybe that was why I struggled so much to make friends. Another thing that a lot of... The sympathy, it's working. Remember that when I mess up. A pivotal moment in a pivotal series of moments, growing your hair takes time. For a lot of men at university at least, is growing your hair out or growing your beard, because you're no longer around your parents anymore. People don't care if you look scruffy. And you want to stand out from the crowd, and the beard is an excellent substitute for a personality. So, it looks like my content is relatable. Yes. So, this is a song about what is definitely an absolutely integral moment in everyone's university life: gender not mattering. Okay, so cue the music. What's my deal? What look can I steal? I wanna get a haircut that'll make the lady squeal. Could get a fro, wait, that's a no-go. On my chin is where I'm gonna let the hair grow. I was a no one, a weirdo. Now I have grown one, a beardo. My key trait was that I was fat. From widow to beardo, 3 weeks flat. Widow to beardo, gets me twat. You were shoot. You were shoot. Next up, we have something of a villain song for the movie, because this is a horror everyone will encounter at some point in university, and so this song is about that. Keep the music. No! Why is that one there? Spoilers! I forgot to reset, sorry. Lectures at 9 should be a crime, I'm going to bed now. Hearing my alarm does me such harm, back to sleep. Why do they do this to me? They should be at 2 or 3. On second thoughts, I think I'd rather have a cup of tea. Lectures at 9 should be a crime, I'm going to bed now. Were they at 10, you might see me then, potentially. I'd rather be living through dreams. I'm happier in there it seems. But then my alarm screams for lectures at 9. That was a villain song. Then you've heard the beginning, and you probably all heard the song anyway because everyone loves Moana. Then later on in university, you become more confident, because university is a confidence building experience. I certainly wouldn't have been doing this when I started uni, maybe with good reason. University makes you more confident, more ready to talk to people, tell them about how you're feeling, and to maybe finally talk to your housemates, start the music. Talk to your housemates about some of the things they do that you don't like in July, at the end of your first. It's about that. Walt has a mop and cleaned up your sick while you were touching your dick this yet when the sink got blocked. who pulled your pubes from down below. You're looking at him, bro. Oh, also I pulled up your mum. You're welcome. The time that you cut off your thumb. Also you ate all my cheese. You're welcome. Then you even lost my keys. So what can I say except you're welcome for the piss that I've cleaned off the floor. You've nothing to say? Oh, that's okay. You're welcome. Ha! I guess it's just your way of showing love. You asshole. Dickhead. Welcome to think of it. Sex is a key part of university for a lot of people, I gather. And this is a song to do with that. You see, I was thinking that Disney haven't yet had a song about someone's first gay experience, so I wrote one. Not about myself. It's about a theoretical, very nice man. So this is my woke, pretty lewd Disney song. Probably wouldn't get a U rating or even a PG. Start the music. Apologies, Toy Story fans. That being everyone. You got your end in me. You got your end in me. You got a penis, and I got one too. Just give me a minute, 'cause I really need the loot. We'll get to shagging when I get back. When you got your end in me. When you got your end in me. Is that a snake in your boot, or are you just pleased to see me? You got your end in me. We're both consenting and we're over 16, so it's totally fine for you to touch my feet. I brought protection so we can play it safe when you got your end in me. When you got your end in me. Some cocks might be a little bit bigger than mine is. Bigger and shaven too, maybe. But none of them will ever do you the way I do. Pal, it's me and you, babe. And as the years go by, my erection will surely die. You're gonna see that I'll get ED. But you can still put your end in. You can still put your end in me. You can still put your end in me. Think about doing this song. It always gives me a buzz. And a woody. And now, for the Spaniards in the audience. It's coming. I'm leading on this one. Oi! Tientu fin en mi. Tientu fin en mi. Tientu fin en mi. Tientu fin en mi. And you get it. Thank you to Google Translate for the translation for it. I didn't check the pronunciation. Sorry, Toy Story fans and Spanish people, probably most of the world. But finally, university, as with all things, comes to an end. And what could be at the end of university? What else? A special moment that definitely needs a song. It doesn't need a microphone because I don't want to hurt your ears. Big moment. The sun is setting, rather than rising like in the movie. Graduation! Gonna get your degree. My name's Jim. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the show. This bit's done.
Good
much for everyone. He's not coming back to us. Oh. Microphone. Ooh. Okay, microphone is working. Okay. Anyway, that's the end of the stand-up. So now we're going to have a small interval, maybe about 10, 15 minutes. So if you want to go get a drink, go to the toilet, whatever, you've got the opportunity. And then we'll be starting again for some improv. So I'll see you in about 10, 15 minutes. Thank you. Oh yes, I knew I'd forgotten something. During the interval, for some improv, we're going to need your suggestions. So please, we have some pieces of paper, and not yet pens, but there will be pens, for you to write down just some words or phrases, preferably Disney related, doesn't have to be. Please come write them down, put them in some cups, and we're going to use them during the show. Thank you.
Said one time.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, I'm just here thinking in my secret place where I keep all my junk. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of junk.
Yeah. Spoons.
Why'd you keep that,
Stuff, yeah.
Call your mother. It's ridiculous.
What?
All this hoarding.
It's not hoarding.
It's not what your mum would have wanted.
Yes, it is. What are you
It's
talking
not.
about? Yes, it is.
Nah.
It's me. It's part of my dream. Come on.
About your dream.
Yes.
To be a hoarder.
Yes, it is. And that's too. Yeah, and she was Syrian. And that's relevant because
I don't know what else got to
we've
do
got
with it.
Syrian art over here. You know, this is part of my connection to my mum. Yeah, because she's not in the film, so conceivably she's dead.
Well, funnily enough, my mum was, she was, Belle meeting Macron. She was Belle meeting Macron.
That's interesting because you are, of course, a crustacean and not a human.
Yes.
Also, you're Jamaican and not French.
As you can tell by the accent.
But you know what I think, Sebastian? I think we need to do some BDSM. I think we need to get...
You know, the annoying thing about being a clown is whenever I try to pick up the ropes, I cut them because I'm...
I would tie you up, that makes more sense.
Ah! Right, well the thing is, I've got this shadow that's quite brittle and I don't want it to break. Also, I'm a dom, not a sub.
Obviously, this is the issue, is that we're both doms and therefore incompatible for our BDSM sex time.
Yep. We definitely are, so I think we should just stay friends.
And scene. Next, we're going to play another game of that. And for this, I need Chloe and Kyle to the stage. So, Sybil, over here. Once again, we need. What I need from you guys is a Disney location for this scene to take place.
Alderaan.
Where?
Alderaan.
Oh, Alderaan. I do know what that is. Alderaan. Yes.
I don't either.
Okay, well, I don't want to spoil the first Star Wars film, but it's where Leia is from, and it gets blown up by a laser. Not a lot else happens. So I will just take a few more suggestions before we go for Alderaan.
On a magic carpet.
On a magic carpet. Any other suggestions?
Arendelle.
Which one's that?
Process.
Doesn't that get blown up by a laser as well? I think I'm going to go for On a Magic Carpet to be kind for Kyle, who for the audience doesn't know much about Disney. I mean,
I know what a magic carpet is.
yeah, exactly. So this scene takes place on a magic carpet.
Whoa, surf's up, baby.
This isn't what it said on your dating profile.
Oh, what did it say?
Well, it said
What did it say?
Monas.
Oh, sorry, I'm just obsessed with Mona the vampire.
What's that got to do with this carpet? It is a bit unsteady.
sorry, I'm really bad at driving. Yesterday, I went to a shop and the shopkeeper, he told me, my mum told you so. So I got really upset and I just had to get the first thing that I saw and leave. That was this carpet.
So what were you actually going into that for?
Oh, I was just looking for a secret item. Don't ask.
What, like Hades has a fling with Maleficent? It's quite a niche fanfiction.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. If I keep Mona the Vampire out of this, you keep Hades and Maleficent and all that out of this. And
Deal.
We'll say no more about it. Oh wait, what's that over there? Could that possibly be Pocahontas fighting Dakota Pipeline? I think it is.
Does it seem to go down?
I mean, Pocahontas is winning.
I mean, we don't know. There could be donkeys.
Donkeys? I love donkeys. Let's go down. Wait, okay, hang on. I'll
Yeah, you're driving this.
I'll make it go down. The command to make it go down is it's what knee? Disney. Disney in brackets.
Specific command. How did you learn it?
I just love shit tons. We've landed. Okay. Right, well, you know what? This date's been fun.
What, you're just going to leave me here right next to the Monsters Kink?
Well, I thought this would be an appropriate place for the date to end. I've got one more thing to say to you. One more thing before I leave, and that is Beauty and his bitch.
And scene. That wasn't a happy ending at all. They didn't live happily ever after. Okay, we're going to play another game now. Cool, and I don't think... It is ABC, I already knew. I shouldn't have checked. For this I need Jake and Maddie. The way this game works is that these two are going to perform a scene, but the key gimmick in this scene is that every time they exchange lines, they start with the next letter of the alphabet. For example...
Oh, bye.
Hello, bye. Could it be any more obvious? That's how this game works. So, all we need to kick this off is what we need from you is a famous scene from a Disney film, which these two are going to reenact, limited by this cruel gimmick we put on them.
Mufasa dying.
Cinderella leaving her glass slipper.
Cinderella leaving her glass slipper. Any more Disney scenes? I'm going to go for Mufasa's death and make you all cry. Okay, Mufasa's death it is.
His mom's death.
We'll go for... he wasn't there for her death, so it would just be Jake turning up and just being sad because Maddie wasn't there. At least he got to say a little to Mufasa before he fell to his death. So, the death of Mufasa, recreated in ABC form. What's the starting letter? Any letter. F. The F letter is F. Take it away.
Oh no!
Golly, I don't think I'm making it out of this one, Simba.
What did happen to you? And why are you northern?
I don't know, it's just the region of Africa we're from, I guess.
Just the region. You're right. It is the region of Africa we're from.
North region.
Know your stuff about geography, you do. You'll talk well, son. You'll do well. Make sure you murder me, brother, for me.
Lo and behold, he's not around. Do you know where he's gone to?
Maybe he's going to steal me bastard throne.
Not likely. Your bastard throne is safe.
Oh.
Papa, I
this is the end. I got trampled by them wildebeests and I think my skull's crushed.
Really? Is there nothing I can do to help?
Sure, there's nothing you can do to help. You're just gonna have to watch me die, son.
That's going to be quite sad. How long is it going to take?
Under 10 minutes.
Very quick death.
Well, you know, wildebeests do end it quickly. They've got big hooves.
Exactly.
You know, son, there's one thing I do have to say to you before I die.
Zebra, sorry.
Stop looking at the fucking zebra. Pay attention to your dying farm. What I need to say to you, son, is take care of mother for me. He's very brittle.
Bye-bye, Dad. Dead.
Not a dry eye in the house. Next I'll go to need Maddie and Jordan, and I'm going to need Kyle to leave the room. Because this game we have called Tale as Old as Time. And the way this game works, it's quite complicated, but I can explain it very efficiently. These two are cave people, and they've invented a Disney film, because, you know, Disney's a hack and stole all the films from the past. And they're reenacting this Disney film, but they can't speak English, because English didn't exist then. And Kyle is an anthropologist now trying to decipher their culture. It's all very simple. But Kyle doesn't know what the Disney film is, so he's going to be able to try to guess from their actions. So, what I need from you is just 3 Disney films that these guys could be trying to mime. Try to go for harder ones, because when we were practicing this, someone said The Little Mermaid, and they just did this, and they got it immediately. So, Disney films.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Brother Bear.
Well, Brother Bear.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Rain.
I think that's a good selection. What do we have? We have Inside Out, Brother Bear, Lilo and Stitch.
Sword in the Stone.
Well, I think we'll sit with those 3. Just because Sword in the Stone does have a key action, which is probably getting one. So, to recap, we have Inside Out, Pixar's Inside Out. Then we have Brother Bear, and then we have Lilo and Stitch. Do you know much about those films, Jordan?
Yes.
Question is, does Kyle? We shall find out. Okay, on the count of 3, you're all going to shout, "Come back in, Kyle." 1, 2, 3. Come back in, Kyle! You are very late to this anthropology day, Kyle.
I'm sorry.
You
My first day as an anthropologist, I've really balls.
you better decipher this ancient
I'll decipher
cave
it.
person art.
I've got it. It's this is sleep wrist the wrist movie about. Shirt backwards shirt the movie. 2. No, rolling, swimming. Swimming Nemo. That shirt exposed.
What is the shirt, Kyle? What has happened to it?
It's been turned inside out.
Yeah! Okay, let's go.
Shut off, getting naked now.
He's just fixing his shirt. Cave people have to do that.
Got it, okay. The dinosaur movie.
Not the good dinosaur.
The Beast movie. The movie about chomping things. Big, scary, gorillas.
Not gorilla, not Tarzan.
Crawling small. Eating, tall, trees. King Kong?
Not a Disney film.
No, yeah, it's not, is it? Yeah, that's not helping.
Oh, brother.
No, yep, okay. They're having some trouble. thinking, one, me, no.
Give them a break. They didn't have CGI or animation.
They didn't have animation. This is a long time ago. Okay, yeah.
No, I know cave people didn't have animation.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Respect.
Who did you give a fist bump to?
Your friends?
Yeah.
Friendship. Brothers.
Yes. Yes. But then, what follows brother?
Brother bear.
Yay! Now, finally, last one, Kyle. Then you're free to go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a long day. Okay, yeah. Sewing. Sewing. Thumbs. Sewing my knitting. Sewing my clothes together. Sewing my clothes into my hands.
What are you making when you're sewing?
You're making jumpers. Thread. Stabbed. Thread kidney. Stitch.
Yes.
Lilo and Stitch.
Excellent job, Kyle. You'll get the Nobel Prize for sure. Next up, we have a game called Director. For this, I need Maddie, Patrick, and Jordan. In this game, these three are going to perform a scene. Jordan will enter the scene partway through. But then, as the director of this film, I'm not going to be happy with it, and I'm going to get them to do it again because they're doing something wrong. They've never quite got my vision right. And so, what I'm going to need from you guys is some Disney films that I, as the director, can decide to rip off to improve our film. I think you're getting the gist of what we're asking for suggestions from you these days. To now. So can I get just Disney films? Any Disney film?
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life. High School Musical.
Wait.
Brave. This guy really likes Brave. Is that Pirates? Oh, I thought
Treasure Island.
Treasure. Did they do it? Do you mean Treasure Planet? Do you mean Treasure Planet?
No, I mean Treasure Island.
Oh, they did that too.
It's a Muppet version. No.
I'll take the word for it. So what else have we got? We've had Brave. Shrek is not a Disney film. What? The Black Cauldron. No one knows. No one's seen the Black Cauldron. You've seen the Black Cauldron, isn't it the one no one's seen? Isn't that its thing? Anyway, we're not meant to be discussing the Black Cauldron here. So we've had Bugs Life, we've had High School Musical, we've had Brave. Any more? Aladdin. Fantasia. Oh, Fantasia would be hard. House of Mouse, the TV show. Dumbo. Okay, I think we've got plenty to go on then. So first off, all we need is just a word to kick these two off.
Compass.
Compass. We're going to go with compass to start the scene.
What's that you got there?
This is my compass.
It's a nice compass size.
It's showing me where to go.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Where's
going
that then?
Well, I'm going on a journey, you see.
Oh, what kind of journey would that be?
A journey to find myself.
Oh really?
Yes.
It's lovely. It must have been one of those post-90s Disney films that Jim was talking about earlier.
Yes.
2018.
There.
Oh, I do.
It's pointing towards inner knowledge.
Yeah. You have to go through empathy first and self-discovery.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going through empathy. That's what's
That's cool.
what's happening to me next.
Good. Yeah.
What about you? What have you done in your life?
I was just going to the spa. Yeah, I need milk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to bypass empathy with me?
Yeah, go on. Alright, cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about your parents?
My parents? Oh, they're alright, They are, of course, cheaters. I'm the gatekeeper of empathy.
Oh no.
Oh no! To get past me, you must prove you have empathy enough to pass by the gate. Nobody really comes by, so we haven't really figured out what to say yet, but we will one day. Oh no, you're okay! Alright, now you go do it.
Cut. No. That wasn't right. Look. Yeah, but it's not the vibe we're going for. Okay.
Right.
So what we're going to do, we're going to try and do something on the kids. I want you to do it
Have you seen Bugs?
Oh yeah.
Everyone loves Bugs Life.
Yeah.
Cute little ant film, the ants are blue for some reason. That doesn't need to come into this. Bugs Life, everyone loves Bugs Life. We're going to rip off Bugs Life. Be more Bugs Life. Got that? Okay, try it again.
Ooh, what's that you got there?
This is my compass.
Oh wow, it's insect-sized and fun-sized. It's really useful, isn't it?
Yes, especially programmed for flying.
Oh really, you can fly? Are you a queen ant then?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's really... Oh, you must be the queen of my colony.
I am your queen.
Yes, I should have recognized you, but here we are.
You should be bowing.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm carrying this and putting it back to the thing so that we can give it to the grasshoppers
Yes,
so they don't kill us.
Well, now that I know you're my worker ant,
Yeah, plant, yeah.
you can take me on my journey.
Okay, well, I mean, who's going to deliver this? Should I just leave it here and come back for it?
Yes, one of the other worker
Okay, that's cool. Right, so where are we going?
We are going to find me.
Find you?
Yes.
Well, you're right here.
Ah.
That was easy, wasn't it? Oh, I have to get back to work.
No. See, I'm here,
Yeah?
but I'm out there somewhere.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah, I do see it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been sitting around about having all the children.
Yes,
That's what
of
I
course.
do.
Yes.
Have all the children. And
Well,
I have your I've just had a lot of time to think about it, so I think, will you come with me?
Well, I mean, that is a royal decree. I can't really refuse it. So let's get going, shall we?
On you go, yeah. We're
Here
just
we go.
I was thinking that we'd head over to the flowers over there.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's good.
Cool, let's go
Lovely
now.
flowers.
Hello, I am the caterpillar.
It's a German caterpillar.
Yes, hello.
And they are your beautiful butterfly.
I'm the queen. Hi, what are you doing?
Hello. To your inner self, you must pass by me. For some reason.
Okay, no German caterpillar. What must we do to pass?
We must show you have empathy.
Oh, well, how are we going to do that?
I'm the queen, I don't know.
Oh, that's not a good idea. Oh, look at your wings. Ah, yeah, I'm pulling them. Yeah. Oh no, that was really mean of me. I'm really sorry about pulling your wings. Because that made you think that you could fly, but actually you can't. Because you're not a butterfly yet. Come on, Your Highness. We need to get going so you can discover your true self.
Okay, I guess I also feel bad for you, so can I go through as well, please?
Okay, bad news. They've scrapped our animation budget completely. That's not going to work.
Oh,
Live action now.
I'm too ugly for real acting.
Well, maybe for what I'm about to say, but we'll edit in post. High School Musical.
Yeah.
You heard of High School Musical? Bunch of teens prance about. They're clearly not actually like 16 years old.
Oh, okay.
That kind of thing. I want you to bring that to me. Bring that to me. Ready? Take it away. What team? What team? What team? What cats?
Ooh, hey, pretty girl. She does maths and is really smart.
Roy!
Adriana?
I've had it with this. I've got to go my own way.
Oh no, well, can't I come with you? We've got another movie to go until that happens.
I don't know. I don't know if I can bet on you.
Bet on me.
Can I bet on it?
Bet on it as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you need help with something then?
I suppose we're all in it together.
We are all in this together. we can work this out.
Alright then. Come on then, we'll go over here.
Yeah.
Over to this.
Go.
It's a dance. hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the last time that we can get it right.
This is how teams dance.
Oh, it's Corbin Blues. Hey everyone. Hey Corbin, how's it going?
To get past, you must defeat me in the annual empathetic dance.
Oh, yeah.
And if you defeat me, you'll go soaring, flying past me.
That's the only song I know. How about I bop to the top and I don't
16.
Okay. I've never seen High School Musical. 1, 2, or 3, believe it or not. Okay, next we're going to play a game called Stage Death, and for this I need Jake and Jordan to come up on the stage and sit on the chairs, and Kyle and Chloe to come up as well. In this game, Jordan and Jake have died on stage. Wouldn't be the first time. Well, that was a mean joke. And our two stagehands here are going to make sure that the show goes on, because they're going to puppet our two actors so that we get to see the full show. And the show they're going to be doing is recreating a Disney scene, a scene from a Disney film again. So remember earlier when we all cried about Mufasa? I want you to do that again and suggest some favourite scenes from Disney films.
Taylor's all the time.
Yeah.
Or the song.
The scene.
Oh, the dancing scene in Beauty and the Beast. Yes, I do. You Are a Toy from Toy Story. Bambi's Mum's Dead. Lightsaber duel. I don't think they can do that. I think that's asking a bit much of our stagehands. I think I'm going to go for Taylor's Oldest Time. If you don't know, Kyle, that's the bit where the Beast gets all pretty and dances with Belle, and the teapot sings. Take it away.
Hey, I'm the Beast. Roar.
I know that. I've been captive here for about 6 months.
Yeah, okay.
Did you forget I was here?
Wait, which one are you again? Are you the teapot?
I'm your captain, Belle!
Oh, yes, I know you. Oh, give us a smooch. Have we not got to that bit?
First off, no.
Oh.
Second off,
Someone's got me in the eye.
you forgot who I was.
No.
You confused me,
No, you're
the only human here, for a piece of
You're my Belle. Look, girls and guys, this is a tale. Let's have a bit of a dance. Come on. This is the nicest. Oh wait, you've transformed me into a beautiful human man.
The absolute surprise of this has caused me to collapse.
You know what? I might join you.
And scene. Now we're going to play our penultimate game. This is a game called Let's Make a Date. And for this I need Patrick to leave the room. Goodbye, Patrick. And I need Jordan, Chloe and Kyle to come up to the stage. So, the way that this works, it's another guessing game. Patrick's out of the room. Patrick is a contestant on a dating show, only he doesn't know who his potential dates are. He's going to be asking questions from them to try and work out who they are. And in this game, Jordan shall be a hero from a Disney film, Chloe shall be a villain from a Disney film, and Kyle shall be a sidekick. Test Kyle's knowledge of sidekicks from Disney films. Okay, so first off, can we get suggestions of heroes for Jordan to be?
Hercules.
Hercules, Moana,
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo, Yoda. Any more? Shrek. Well, because to placate you, we'll have a different green man, and we'll go for Yoda. He's like a little Shrek. Jordan, you're a Yoda. A Disney villain for Chloe.
Frollo.
He's Murph from Emperor's
Zurg.
Jar Jar Binks. The little stick of Star Wars.
Judge Frollo.
Judge Frollo.
Mufasa.
Gaston Jafar.
I'm going for Gaston. He's a hero, Jordan. Didn't you see the film? We'll go for Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. And then for Kyle, we need a Disney sidekick. Wow. Any Murphy fans in this?
The chicken from Moana.
The chicken from Moana, what do you say? What? Oh, Flounder the fish from.
What?
From Little Mermaid. The first one was Mushu, the dragon from Mulan. You've not seen Mulan?
No.
Well, he's a little dragon. He's played by Eddie Murphy.
What's my name?
Mushu.
Right. Yeah.
We'll go for that one because there was such demand. So to recap, Jordan, you are
Yoda.
Yoda. Chloe, you are Gaston, and Kyle, you are
Mushu.
Mushu, the dragon from Mulan. Kyle needs help. Okay, now we're going to count down. On the count of 3, we're going to say, "Come back in, Patrick." Just had to check who left the room. Come back in, Patrick. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Come back in, Patrick. Here he comes. And welcome to Let's Make a Date. Tonight your lovely contestant your lovely bachelor shall be Patrick. Patrick. Say hello to the audience, Patrick.
Hello!
Patrick, what's your first question gonna be?
My first question for the contestants is that I think the first date is a very important part of our relationship. Where are you going to take me on our first date?
Well, I've always taken some time on it. I mean, it's a bit swampy, but you know, it's a nice place to spend some time.
Lovely.
Well, I'll just take you where all the ladies seem to swamp over me. In the tavern, where I can show you all my impressive collections.
Brilliant.
Well, I would take you to go get a nice Chinese. I'm going to take you for sushi because it sounds a bit like my name.
Not sure why you're flapping your arms, Kyle. Okay, what's your second question for our contestant?
Well, my birthday is coming up in a few months' time, and I love my birthday because people are going to buy me presents, and I love that. What are you going to get for me?
It's going to be green, that's for sure. It's a little like mine as well. I'll teach you how to use it, I'll teach you all the tricks, maybe even fix your shit if I did that in the film. I don't remember.
It sounds magical.
Contestant number 2.
Well, I'd probably get you something from the local village, but probably not something from the inventor. I'll probably just take you to the tavern and show you my impressive collection of antlers.
I do love antlers.
Contestant number 3.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
I've seen a bit of it, yeah.
Alright, well, first I'll get you a box set of that. Great. Also, in season 1, there's a bit of a party, and some man gives that dragon woman some eggs. I'll give you an egg.
I think I already have my own, thank you.
Not this time.
And your final question.
My relationship with my parents is really important, especially my daddy. What are you going to do to make a very good first impression?
Well, something I should have mentioned at this point. I'm actually dead. I'm a ghost. So I could appear and disappear at will.
Patrick Swayze?
You got me.
Well, I'll probably show you my impressive muscles. I'll probably break out of my shirt and I'll look super
Oh my god, that's so hot.
That's what all the ladies say.
Tell you what, I'm just going to do my best to not set them on fire.
Okay, now, who do you think these are? Who do you think contestant number 1 is?
I think contestant number 1 is Yoda.
Great job. Yes, that's Yoda. Contestant. And who do you think contestant number 2?
Is contestant number 2 Gaston?
Yeah. What gave it away? It was the antlers, wasn't it?
Pretty much every answer.
And who do you think contestant number 3 is?
Mushu.
Not only does Mushu not have wings, he can't even fly. Which of these lovely bachelors are you going to take home with you tonight?
I'm gonna take home that hunk Gaston, that French boy.
Good. I hope you have a lovely night together. Goodbye. Okay, now we're going to have our final game tonight. What we're going to do is try and create our own Disney film for you based on suggestions from you. So for this, Jake is going to be our main character, and I'm going to get to the name of this Disney film from your suggestions. So we will see. So possible Disney films we didn't have today are Fondled. Fondled, colon. I don't think it needs a colon, but Fondled, Rapunzel's first sugar experience. I should have just said Fondled, I'm sorry. I'll actually read this one because if it is mean. You could have had Buzz on My Woody, but the film you have today, provided it's not unpleasant, will be Jerkules. Next, we need a name for the main character, though I think there might be an obvious one. A name for Jake. Jerkules. I think we're hearing Jerkules. Jakecules. Okay, so Jerkules. Yes, you are Jakecules. Okay. And then the only other thing we need is a location for this film to end at. Naboo. Home of the Gungans. Any other suggestions?
HR department of the Death Star.
More the what?
HR department of the Death Star.
The HR department of the Death Star. Not Disney. We're going to go with the HR department of the Death Star. And you are Jakecules in the movie Jerkules. And the way this game is going to work is that any of our other improvisers can join at any time to add to the film. Oh yeah, I forgot a crucial element we don't normally do, but we're doing it because it's Disney. Because this is Disney, it's a musical. So we're going to have songs, so be prepared for that. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but I did. So what I need from you is some genres of music for these songs to be in.
Rap, jazz.
Rap, smooth jazz. Keep them coming. Grind. Reggae.
Opera.
Metal.
Yeah, okay. Metal, country, opera.
Barbershop.
Barbershop. Okay. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay. So now this film, we are now watching Jerkules featuring Jakecules, and this film will end at the Death Star HR department. Take it away.
My name is Jacob, and I hate everyone. I'm going to beat up some people. Why are there no people? Oh,
Hey, Jakecules, how are you doing?
I hate you.
What have I
You
done?
suck. Get out of here. That's right.
Hey, Jakecules, it's your dad.
I'm good, Dad. How are you?
I know you've been mean to the village people. I hear you.
No, I love their songs like YMCA.
Yeah, I'm safe here. You can't get to me through your dad, yeah? Bring it!
I'm taking her side. I think I've still have legal guardianship over you. If you don't stop being a jerk to people, I'm going to change your name from Jakecules to Jerkules.
I mean, I have the birth certificate. I could just cross it out. Do you want me to do it?
Your mum was a birth
I think
certificate.
you need a legal official.
Yeah, but the...
Hello, I'm a legal official. I've just received your other dad's. Yeah, we've got a sort of Three's Company situation going on.
Yeah, we never did the DNA test, did we?
No, we didn't. So you want to change his name to Jerkules?
Yeah, it's been a bit ridiculous.
I can handle this. Hold on, I've got a crayon. Here you go. Orange, nice. Yeah. Right.
I got my dad's 5.
Jerkules. There it is, official. There you go. Your name now, you're Jerkules.
Yeah, you jerk!
Yeah. I feel we've done more mean things than him in this situation. So. I mean, I'm going to nick your crayon.
I think he's done more mean things in this situation.
Now Jake Gillies feels very sorry for himself. So sorry that he has to sing in the style of opera.
Oh, sadness. Oh, shame. Oh, my parents hate me. Oh, that's the end of the song.
And that was the end of the song. But who should come in but...
Excuse me, young man. Are you interested in joining the Imperial Army?
What's that?
It's the army that serves our noble emperor Palpatine.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, do they teach you how to use a gun?
They teach you how to do everything,
Excellent.
including read.
Well, I didn't know how to read.
How to make love passionately.
Well, definitely sign me up then.
Well then, let's go head to the recruitment camp. Let's go this way.
It was time for the first lesson, how to make love passionately, which was delivered through the medium of song by more than one teacher, for it was a barbershop song.
Well, I'm not part of we're cute.
This was not a song. And being a member of the Imperial Army, it was poorly taught.
Right. So what you want to do here is you get your gun. Oh, that's backwards. Okay. So you get like this. So there's no ammo. Where do we keep that? Okay. Yeah. Can I use yours? Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Good thing I didn't hit anything.
Meanwhile, somewhere else in the galaxy. Back in the Imperial training camp.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to hit the target. See, what I've done is I've shown you how not to do that.
Okay.
So now you can improve off of that.
Okay.
So we take aim and when you're ready.
Ah! I didn't do the backwards thing right the right way around like you said. And yeah.
Are you gonna be okay?
You okay? I don't even know
Yes.
I'm gonna be okay.
Yell, yeah, skates.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's give it another go.
Are you sure you don't want any medical attention there? It's kind of like oozing weird pink.
I'll be right. You, ladies and ladies.
Colonel, I can't believe this. Unit 5B74, he's hitting the shots. I know. It's crazy. You need to come down here right now, sir.
Okay, I'll be right there.
We know them now.
Oh yes. Hello, welcome to we're in the north part of the Nest Star.
On the roof. That's correct. We'll get in.
Do I need to speak more than two?
I mean, half you one.
Hello, sir.
He's not shooting anything.
Look, we're on target.
Oh, it's been shot.
Hit. Oh, yes. Like 5 times.
Wow.
Well, that's 5 more than anyone else.
I know. I only shot it twice.
Yeah. More important than
This general had dark plans for this talented sharpshooter.
I mean, we have dark plans for everyone with the Empire.
Our objective is to, subjugate aliens and let the humans kill everyone.
I really hate the HR department.
We're making it include the aliens, and really we're trying to conquer them.
They've been on my back like a gun that I should be shooting him, but I'm not because I'm on my back. Don't know why I'm holding it there. So I think we should get him to go and assassinate them.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Watch now.
I know.
The villain, with the help of his assistant, sang a song about his sheer evilness in a metal style because he's evil.
Ain't that just evil? I missed every shot.
Meanwhile,
Something else is happening.
hello honey, I'm back from legal work. Where's our son?
I've no idea. I've just started a new job though.
What?
In HR.
But where?
A desk star.
Can I help?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
You just sit here and just be really condescending to people.
Okay, alright.
So
Can we practice?
yeah.
Alright, when the next person walks in, I'll just be really confident.
Yeah. So I'll get.
Shit!
Right, can you go back in and come back in again? Right, I'm gonna show you how to do this, and then after I've like introduced and then you can sort of see how to check. Okay. You can come back in now, sorry. Hello there, welcome to HR on the Death Star. What will you need us for today?
We have P45 standby there.
Okay, so do you know what a P45
Do you
is?
even know?
So this is essentially says you're unemployed. So whoever's doing that is trying to make you lose your job for you, okay?
You don't want to lose that, do you?
So it'll take about 4 to 6 weeks to process, okay?
Hello, I need a...
Okay. So just sign them off for us, bring them back, and it'll take about 6 weeks to process, okay?
many?
6.
6!
Well, I hate the HR department!
Really well though. I think I'm probably giving you some quite good training then.
Wow, this is going great. Yeah.
It was so. The double act was so happy that they sang a song about their work in the style of a rap.
Yo, we're in HR. No, it's not a bar. We're drinking. We're legally working, filling out forms and throwing 6 rhymes. Apparently not. We're trying quite hard. It's really hard to do HR.
Passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
But at that moment, who would walk in but
Go on.
Time for murder. Mum?
Oh,
One of my dads?
yeah. The other one's gone.
Yeah, we don't
Sorry,
know that.
Right, well, I'm here to kill you.
Oh.
Why?
He doesn't like HR.
Hercules, get on the phone.
Well,
The other phone.
what?
This one.
Hello?
Hello. Okay. I need you to go in there and shoot them. I don't like the HR department, as I've made clear to you many times.
But they're not parents. I mean, they did name me Hercules.
Exactly. You've got all the reason to hate them now. Shoot them.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're gonna die, so...
Wait.
Oh, sorry. He's been working with the Imperial. He'll probably miss.
Am I gonna miss now, Mum? Am I gonna miss now?
Hold on for a second, okay? So, he's still a legal representative even though he's died. So,
Oh, you missed.
Okay.
Wait a second, Hercules.
What?
He's still a legal representative, right? So I can use his hand to rub off Hercules and change him back to Jake.
It's too late for that, Mum.
Oh, you know, I'll come back later. Yeah, fuck you!
Fuck you too, Dad.
You don't have to do it, Jake.
Yeah, I
You were always my favourite son.
do! I'm your only son! That's what you think.
I was your brother the entire time.
We can get you help. You don't have to die like this.
I'm sorry. Sometimes the world only needs one Hercules.
Wait, they called you Jacules too?
Yeah. They're really bad parents, aren't they?
They did raise me to be the jerk they hated.
Yeah. Because they failed so hard with me. They called me two when I was the first one. Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye. What do I do now?
Will the HR representatives please report to managerial support?
Hello?
Is this HR?
Yeah.
Will you please report to the managerial support section? Thank you.
Okay. Off we go.
At the managerial support section, which happens to also be in the HR department, because that's where it has to end. It's a room at the side.
Hello, have you come from HR, just down the hall?
Yes.
Well, we've been hearing some very suspicious noises.
And it's a bit more than suspicious if you look at the security camera. Is it not?
Oh, I never know what
Nothing there.
happened.
It's just a black. We need to fix those.
He just shot.
Deborah, are you okay there?
Thank you for coming. This is not planned, so I'll stop now. Thank you. That was the end of the show. What a tragic ending for a Disney film. We have been the Lancaster University Comedy Institute. We've been collaborating with the Disney Society. Two cool societies. If you want to get involved with us, we've given out a load of flyers. You can find us on Facebook at Lancaster University Comedy Institute. You can get involved with doing stuff like this. We have radio, we do improv, we do sketch shows, that kind of thing. In 2 weeks, got another gig kind of like this. We're working with the Writers Society. They're going to bring some stuff. We're going to do improv based on what they bring. If you're interested, chat to us. If you're interested in Disney, chat to them. Thanks for coming. All that remains is for me to thank my stand-ups, Cesar and Patrick, and to thank my improvisers, Patrick again, Jake, Chloe, Maddie, Jordan and Kyle. And my name's